Hey guys, Justin here with Rampengu Nation, and I don't know if you guys saw my previous video with my Tri-Lyrilusc tech profile from the Rocky Mountain Collectibles event this past weekend, but I thought I would showcase one of the iconic combos of the deck that doesn't let you lose to Droplet and Dark Ruler, and usually when you make the board you just win the game. So this can be done with either Fractal Warbler, Warbler Sparrow, and there's a whole separate combo with just Warbler and Wagtail that ends on like a completely that ends on the board, but you don't need one of the extra cards in order to get the Ensemble Robin. So anyway, so for Warbler Fractal by itself, you end on Samorg, the Utopic Draco, Karos, Dragonlords, and Oath Engrave. So Oath lets you negate spell or trap as long as you control one of each tri-type. So start the combo off. We use Fractal send Sparrow, then we use Warbler effect then to revive Sparrow. So now Sparrow's effect can search because she was special summon, and we search a Nerval. I always like searching Nerval first over Cobalt in case like something happens to my Recital Starling. That way I'll have like a play to at least make some mark. So now I overlay those two, make Recital. Recital's effect. Note, even if you detach Sparrow, it still has the effect of it not being targeted because all it requires is that the monster just be XYZ'd properly using Sparrow. So it already was XYZ'd using Sparrow, so even if I detach Sparrow, they can't Valor her because it still can't be targeted. So continuing on, we search for Swallow. Then we use Swallow's effect to special Nerval and Swallow from my hand and make Recital. Use Recital's effect now to search for Wagtail, and then Nerval's effect to search your kit. So I like to just do it this way, but you always want to search for Wagtail in this spot and always want to search your kit in this spot. Now you're going to overlay your two pieces into F-Zero and Utopic Draco feature. So this now allows you not to get like nibbed, veilored, or anything on your kit. The only thing that can have to stop it here would be impermanence. So now you're going to use a normal summon. Then you're going to banish 4 and then leave 1 in the grave. Usually want to leave a Lyrilusc, so either Sapphire or Sparrow, just depends on the rest of your hand and grave. So we're going to summon out Omen here. So most combos before show that you needed like a Link 30 to make into the Omen and turn Omen and Fairy Jeet into the Samori. You don't need that because you'll have the Winged Beast to make the Samori from the Wagtail, but you need to make the Omen in order to search the Karos. So now you're going to turn these two into Fairy Jeet, and Kit and Omen are going to both trigger. Kit's gonna dump Oath from your deck to the grave and add Karos to your hand. So Oath here says you can target like the first effect's kind of irrelevant, but sometimes it comes up. So if you hard open Oath, you can actually target a link monster you control and special summon one beast, warrior, wing beast monster with a different type from your hand or graveyard. So if you have like Dragon Lords on the field, say for instance, right, and you get Dark Ruler and you open Oath, you can pay the cost and force off the Avian off your field, and then use Oath and just revive Avion because you target Dragon Lords, and he's a Beast Warrior, and you can revive a Winged Beast. So that's like one cheeky thing you can do if you like hard open Oath. But the main purpose of Oath is that you want to dump it off Kit because it says if you control at least one of each Beast, Beast Warrior, and Winged Beast monsters, you can banish a Scarf from your graveyard, then target one face-up spell or trap card your opponent control, negate its effects until the end of this turn. So it's basically like Heart Red for spell or traps, but it's really nice because it also outs a Mystic Mine, and it also outs Dark Ruler and Droplet. So that's why it's like kind of essential to play in the deck. Okay, so now we're at the point where we added our Karos and dumped our Oath. Now we're going to use our Fairy Jeet here to special summon our Wagtail. Then Wagtail is going to trigger to add our Bird Call. Now at this point here, if you have any other tri-type in your hand, you're going to be able to make Ensemble Robin as well, because the Bird Call is going to search for the Canary, and then you pitch the other tri-type with Karos. So to get the full board, it's a 2.5 card combo, but to get it without the Ensemble Robin, it's just a 2 card combo. So you turn those two now into Samori, and this is where Fairy Jeet can like help you fish for like a tri-type if you're missing one, which is kind of nice. So in this, I just added Canary to my hand. Then you're going to use your Karos, pitch the tri-type or Canary out of your hand, use Karos for 2, and then summon Dragon Lords. And then during the end phase now, your Samori is going to special summon out your Apex. So you get a monster negate, a bounce, and then a hard negate, and then your board's protected by Oath as well, which is nice. If Samorg sticks, you get insane follow-up because it can just like special Wagtail from your deck, and you can grab another spell and get Canary for more grind, which is nice. But this is just like the basis of the board with Oath, which is those 2 cards. So now let's go to the point now where we have like the tri-type in our hand, like which is right here, right? So this is what I'm saying. You can get then pitch the other tri-type out your hand, and then banish 2. You generally always want to keep the Lyrilusc in your grave, so banishing like the Lynx is good, or whatever the tri-type, or the kit's fine. Then you're gonna summon out the Dragon Lords from your hand. Here's where I use the Bird Call, and we're gonna add Canary. Canary's effect's gonna special herself. Then use Canary Revive Sapphire. Another example, I kept Spare in the grave. It doesn't matter. And then you're going to overlay these 2 into Ensemble Robin. Then you're going to use Wagtail's other effect. You can target a Lyrilusc XYZ you control and attach it to material to this card. This effect's actually really cool, because there's sometimes in like weird game states where you Warbler back a Recital, or you Canary back a Recital, right? And then you can use Wagtail to attach to it, and then use the effect of the Recital for free. So that's actually like another cool niche interaction that the deck has, because a lot of your cards don't get negated by the Lyrilusc reviving them, which is pretty nice. So now you have Ensemble Robin that's 1700 attack because it's gaining 200 from the Canary, and it can't switch control because of also Canary's effect. You can't target it because of Samoric pointing to it. You have a bounce, and then you have the negate. But at the end phase also you get your Apex Avion, which also can't be targeted because of Samoric. So this is the full board you can make, and in your grave you'll have Oath to protect your board, which is pretty nice. So I hope this like answers the question like why I don't play Revolt, or why I don't think Revolt's that good in the deck, because my main purpose of the deck is to make like this board essentially, and Revolt, like obviously as you can tell, has no place in this board. But this also just gives you insane follow-up. If they somehow out your board, you're gonna have like Avion either A back in your hand or like engrave. You're gonna have Ensemble, and it can add back Canary essentially, which can revive Wagtail, which then can get you another piece to your hand. So you're gonna have like good generic follow-up. If some Morg sticks and one of your guys die, you get a special ado from your deck with some Morg, and all like that is just great follow-up. Another question is like why people ask like why I don't play Wind Statue. Well, Wind Statue has bad like usage against like Flunder and against the Mirror Match, but all the other decks like Phantom Knight and stuff have to respect this, so they have to shotgun like all their stuff before I use my Samorg's effect, because they have to respect the Wind Statue. A common question that was asked is like, well, don't you need some more to stop DPE from coming back? No, because you can just use Recital to search for DD Crow and then just DD Crow away the DPE. So the reason why Apex then is just generically better is because if your opponent has, let's say for instance, evenly matched and Forbidden Droplet, right? You can then use this Apex on like the evenly, and then when they Droplet, you can use, if they have evenly Droplet, like they out the board unfortunately, because like Oath outs it with because they can send the evenly as a trap, so you can't chain Oath. But let's say if they have, I don't know, like Dark Ruler evenly, so if they go Dark Ruler, you can use Oath to protect your board. But if this was Statue, like Avian, like Statue can't stop like the evenly from happening, but Avian can. Also, like if you're trading back into like a striker board, Avian lets you stop like there can be only one and other stuff like that. So hopefully this was like helpful. Shout out to Jerberl Braithwaite. He like helped me a lot with the deck and like allowed me to get very like knowledgeable about the deck. He showed me like a good few base combos with them, and this is one of them. So yes, I did not make this combo by any means, but he just showed me. I don't even know if he made it, but I was informed by him of like what the deck can do essentially. So be sure to like, you know, check him out. Jerberl Braithwaite, it's a pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh player. And this is Justin with Rampengu Nation, and see you guys.